this video, I want to cover the 10x content creation process that I use within my automation, particularly within the Automated Content Studio, which is an automation I've built to 10x my content creation process using AI and a centralized place. I built a centralized place on Airtable where all my content ideas flow in and I can create with clicks of buttons multiple versions of that content. And this video, I'm going to detail how that process works from a flow perspective. But before I get started, my name is Kevin and my YouTube channel and my SKOOL community, we are about three things. We are about not doing the boring and repetitive task and leveraging AI and automations to save time. And the third thing is we are about making it easy and simple so you don't have to worry about tech. Because in my community, I'm the software engineer with 15 years of experience, so you don't have to be one. So now let's get back to the process, and this is how it starts. So the 10x content creation process starts in kind of two ways. You can start by having ideas of content, and the way I built or I designed the tool behind it is that it should be easy to record those ideas and store them and centralize them and keep track of those ideas. And it should be accessible from anywhere. So the best things that I came up with to get those ideas recorded is to use voice notes, is to record something on my phone, typically on my phone. I can do that from my laptop or my computer with the mic, but also from the phone, because I can have an idea while I'm outside on the go, just taking a walk, and I can think of a content idea, for instance. So I want to be able to record that and keep that organized in a certain place, like a place where I will go and review them and use them. So that's one way. So this is this section right here, but also maybe you're also creating long form content. It could be videos, whether it's on YouTube, but any type of long form content that you create. But not only videos, I guess podcasts could come into this as videos, but if you just do podcast, you have the audio file that works as well in the same vein. And not only that, maybe you write articles, like long articles. And the idea of starting, it's fitting, right? Of starting that process is to leverage those pieces of content that you have created and then reuse them. Kind of in the same way, we're going to take also those voice notes and they are also going into a centralized place. Now, the next step for all of those, what do they have in common? What we will do is we take the transcript out of those. I mean, the transcript is going to work for most of them. Obviously, the article, if you write something, it's already going to be in a written form. So I'm going to refer that as well as the transcript, but this is something that it's going to come. This is this step, which is taking and turning that piece of content or that idea into the text version. So why into a text version? Because the next step is we're going to use that text version. But like I said, along with the storing part, it's going to go into that centralized location, which is represented by this one. So all of those, they're going to be processed, go into that step, take the transcript of all this, the text version of it, and it's going to store that into a central location. This is the place where we're going to work with it. And why the transcript? Well, because that transcript can be used in AI model with AI models like ChatGPT, for instance. And the usage that I have for those transcripts is I run them through different prompts to generate different version of that particular content. So you start with a long form, like a YouTube video or a podcast, and it goes through a multiple prompts that's going to create multiple pieces of content. This is what's represented right here. And my tool that I built on Airtable that's using make.com in the background is actually using exactly that. Right in that centralized place, then there's a different user interface where I can click buttons to generate multiple versions. A Twitter post, like a short tweaks, I call that a short text version, because it can go through that prompt that says, here is that entire podcast episode, or here is that entire YouTube video. And it goes through a prompt that says, hey, based on that, identify 10 specific points from that recording and create 10 tweets out of it. And obviously use my tone of voice. I've trained the AI to speak like me, and that gets out 10 tweets. I wouldn't say they are necessarily ready to go, but they are pretty close to what I would write. And they are based also on my content. So then I can just have a review step and click another button, and it goes out to be scheduled, and it's going to be posted automatically on my social media channels. And that process right here, I mentioned the tweet example, but it could be a prompt that's going to create a LinkedIn article, a blog version of that content, a carousels for Instagram, including not just the text that's going to go on the slide, but with a click of a button, you can also have the images generated based on a template that you have. So all of that can be automated, and that's what my automated content studio do. But essentially, just to recap, you start with ideas like this, ideas or content pieces, longer form, get the transcript, stores all of it in a central location, so then you can come back later and have that processed through many ChatGPT prompts. That's going to create very specific pieces of content. And again, there's no limit on how many prompts this can go through. So right now in my tool, I cover Facebook posts, LinkedIn articles, carousels for Instagram, but also just a simple Instagram post and Twitters, but also blog post and community post as well. And the list can go on. So, and then all those pieces of content are created. There's a step to review them manually just to make sure and edit them on the spot. And then you click another button and they go out to be scheduled to be posted on their respective social media channels. So this is what my 10x content creation process looks like. I'm going to link the video to that showcase how it looks like inside the automated content studio, which is the automation for that I built with that specific process in mind. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.